We have reached a very exciting point in the van build process. Today, we're going to be building our bed.
We're really excited about this because in our last van we had a convertible bed, which we really didn't like. So we're finally getting to have a fixed bed where we can sleep side to side thanks to these Van Speed capsules. And we're going to kind of build this like a small inside deck. So it's a platform and we'll still have plenty of storage underneath it.
And the best part about this is because we can sleep side to side, we'll have 54 inches from the back to make it a full-size bed.
Which is plenty for us because we like sleeping super close to each other.
That's very true, but also it gives us more living space.
55, yeah? Okay, so we started by cutting these two pieces. These are 2x8s. I know everybody's probably thinking that's absolutely insane, but we'd rather be overkill. So this is a start. We cut these to 55 inches. The full-size bed's 54, so that way we have a ½ inch on each side of the bed for bedding. So these are going to go on like so, about there, and then we're going to run 2x6s from this side to this side, and then that'll make the platform, and then we'll have like a 3/4 inch piece on top of that that finishes that out.
More.
Okay, so we got these on just with a couple screws at the ends, but now we're going to bolt these through. There's a piece of metal here where you can get your hand up behind. So we're just going to put as many bolts along both sides of this right here as we can, and then the pieces that are going this way, we'll put them really tight so it'll keep everything pushed back. But again, we're obviously going to go overkill on everything because it just wouldn't be us if we didn't do that. Pretty solid now. Okay, so now we're going to cut the 2x6s, which is what we're using to go from side to side in the van. We're going to cut it as tight as possible so that way they just like wedge in there but not too much, so just the right amount.
This is where a plan really starts to come together.
We hope. Alright, now that the bed is built, this is gonna be the top for the bed. So we're gonna have two pieces because it's just wide enough and deep enough that it doesn't fit with one sheet. since we have the capsules and we want to maximize the length of sleeping, we're gonna take this bed platform and go in to the capsule. So now we have to kind of cut out, and this does curve a little bit, or angles a little bit, to where it's a little bit bigger and then smaller. So we're gonna have to put this in here and then kind of match that. The driver's side does not do that, it's the same, but I think because of the sliding door on this side, it kind of angles a little bit more, so.
First sheet's done, so now we need to get the other half.
I think we got plenty of room.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just what my back needed.
Just a flat surface.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is pretty much the final look of the bed. The only other thing that we're going to do is add holes in it for ventilation so that the bottom side of our mattress doesn't get moldy, because that would be kind of gross. So I'm going to go underneath and mark it from there. That way we don't go through the top of it and hit any of the supports that are going across. Alright, just went flying.
Did it?
Yeah, off the back. This is what we're working with. What do you think?
I like it. There's a lot of math to get this layout, but it looks good. Not too many holes, but just enough for ventilating it, so maybe good.
Somehow things keep popping up and we keep getting sidetracked.
Big time. So I got this piece of wood cut, which is going in front of the bed, and we will be cutting this down more once we figure out how we want to like cut it so it blocks off the kitchen from the bed. But we cut it big just so we have plenty of room. We're also gonna have drawers that come out here, so we're gonna have to cut that out too. But this is just here so we can get the kitchen built on both sides, and then we won't fasten any of that down. We'll cut this and then secure it all, but we kind of need the kitchen and the fridge cabinet built first so we can see how it all looks before we decide what we want this to look like. So
right now we're just like really unsure with what we want this to look like. The only thing that we know for sure is that we want to have like here where the kitchen is and on the other side where the kitchen is, for it to be pretty much at the level of the bed or even slightly higher, because we don't want to have any like water from our sink or food that we're cooking around our bed, and the only way to combat that is by having basically a wall up.
So now we're finally gonna get to building this side of the kitchen. So since we opted to do 2 wheel well water tanks, this is posing a little bit of a problem for the kitchen because it obviously comes into the kitchen quite a bit on both sides. So we're gonna have to do 3 pieces, like one that's gonna go over this. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have 2 that go over the water tank, and then the last one will be over there. Our sink is gonna be here, and then this is just gonna be storage. This does kind of eat into the storage a little bit, so in the front we're just gonna have, I think, maybe small drawers or there's a door that opens. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut out basically the exact same thing that this is, just gonna have to do that 2 more times for these 2 pieces that go upright. Okay, so cut all the pieces that are gonna go between all of these and the bottoms to complete the cabinet, and we were ready to start banding the sides that you'll see and put this together, but we don't have an iron. We thought we did, so we're gonna have to put this on pause until tomorrow until we can come back with an iron. But now we're going to cut the 2 walls that are gonna make up the fridge cabinet, and then we'll go from there.
Alright, this is what we got. What do you think?
Now that this is done, I'm ready to get it built and be in here.
Me too. But it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Today, we are back with an iron, which means that we can get all of this banded, and we're going to be tag teaming it so that it can get done a little bit faster.
Because we have to get this thing built today.
We have to get the whole thing built today. We thought it was going to be able to be done the last day that we were here, but it wasn't. So, has to be done today, and I'm going to be the one ironing the banding on, and then Keith is going to cut it all, make it look really nice.
Yep. Lovely how nice you can hear that mower going.
Yeah. Okay, we are actually going to put this cabinet together. You probably won't be able to hear most of what we're saying or talking about through it, so we'll probably put some sound over it because it is leaf season in Indiana and the neighbors are doing their leaves. So it's pretty loud. Of course, now when I say that, they're taking a little break.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and put this together, and then, like we said before, we're not gonna be actually securing this in the van yet. We're just putting it together and sitting it in there because there are other steps that need to happen before we actually secure it in. But this is a big step. Here you go. We can stay warm together. She's content.
For a second, I was like, what the fuck are we using to build up here?
He's coming down.
I know.
Right there. It's built.
Time to put it in.
This is quite a heavy side, to be honest. Maybe go up a little bit. Boom.
Boom.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our little sink here.
Mm-hmm.
Do the dishes. You.
Me.
And then that's where the dishes go for me to dry. This is something that we haven't quite shown you yet because we worked on it yesterday and got rained out of it. But that huge piece that was taking up the whole front of the bed is now pretty much finished.
Yeah. We've got a nice place to get up into the bed. And this will be storage. So. Like any Midwesterner would say, this thing ain't going anywhere.
Gonna get the kitchen locked down.
What? We're gonna get it what?
Locked down.
Not locked down. Locked down.
Yeah.
That just fits.
Oh, this is looking just beautiful over here.
Yeah. The first wall for the fridge is in. Now we have to cut the width for the base of the fridge to sit on, and then we can attach that to the other wall. Starting to get dark, so the last thing we're going to do for the night is just band this piece that the fridge is going to sit on, and then we'll finish assembling the fridge enclosure tomorrow.
Hello, it's future me. We lost the audio on the other clips that were supposed to be following this. So we're just going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough of what we've done so far. You're going to be seeing our driver's side kitchen in the next video, but we wanted to give you an in-depth look at everything that we've covered in this video so far. So starting back here, we have this area, which is where we're going to have some drawers, and the bottom drawer is likely going to be serving as a step to get up on the bed because it is pretty high, but we wanted to be able to have enough storage underneath the bed that we could fit pretty much anything that we wanted. And then over here on this side, we have where our sink is going to go. This will be like countertop here, probably where we mostly keep like dishes just for me to dry. Not a ton of storage here, but this is enough for like our under the sink storage. We don't really require like that much. And then here we'll likely have a couple of drawers, and then down here will just be a place for us to store some taller things. And then right here is going to be our fridge cabinet. We're gonna have a really tall fridge because we wanted one that we could have a separate freezer on so that we could have like the most space in that. So up here it's going to be kind of like our electrical cabinet along with some storage. Our fridge will pretty much go all the way down to the bottom. And then we're gonna have a little space for Chloe's food and water bowls underneath there. And that's pretty much the extent of where we're at with this. We've come a really long way, but in the next video you're gonna be seeing our driver's side kitchen being built, and then we'll give you kind of more of an in-depth look at what that looks like. With that said, that's a wrap on this video.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.